chapter 8, and there is a man who has but one daughter, and he finds himself looking for Jesus and finds a ministry. My daughter is sick. I need your help. Jesus agrees with the man and decides to go. He takes John, James, and Peter, two parents, himself, into the house and says, don't cry. She's not dead. She's only sleeping. They would laugh him to shame, and Jesus had to put him out. But can I tell somebody on today that you can't give up on you? Even when it's dead to you. Now, Jesus walks in a house and he puts out everybody else, and maybe he puts out the wrong people. Maybe the ones who he put out should have stayed, and the ones he brought in should have been put out. I'm talking about somebody who is connected to people that your family, the ones that's closest to you, are the ones who hinder and hurt you. I'm talking about it comes from the attack of the inside before you ever face adversity on the outside. You have peace in the street, and when you come home, you face some of the greatest hell of your life. Is that sometimes you have to identify with it is the people on the inside who become the outside enemy. Jesus has to put them out of the house. And he's moved where this upsets his spirit, but does not deter him from grabbing her hand. I can't hear you tonight. Is that in your distraction, in your deterrent, in your depression, in your down days, you still have to hold to his hand. I'm telling you tonight that the old saints used to sing, you have to hold to his hand, to God's unchanging hand. Hold on. He'll guide you through any distractions, but you have to know that you have to let go of some people and hold on to his hand. And I know that seems maybe easy. That seems maybe a little bit naivety of suggestion on today. But I've got to tell you, when you're holding on to him, it'll offend some people that's trying to hold you down. I'm saying anybody who's coming, not speaking life, not identifying with who he is, you're holding on to, it becomes offensive to them when you are still connected and they're trying to run you through. They can't say you'll die like that. They can't put you down like that. They can't keep you right here in this dry, destitute desert situation. Is that when you're destined to go beyond death, you have to identify with, though I may look sleep in it. I may look like I'm not going to get up from here. It may look like things are not going to turn out good, that everything is weighing against me for the bad, is that I would be down in it. It seems like I would be at the point of no return. But you have to know, if you give up on me, you're giving up on the wrong one. See, you have to be careful about who you're talking death and demise on in this season. You can't just speak defeat over me in my life, because you don't know whose hand I hold. I hold on to the hand of him who will not change. I hold on to the hand of him who would form in the dirt the very body that we have. I hold on to the hand of him who will part the Red Sea. You have to hold serpents for Moses. You have to hold on to the hand of him who could carve in stone, just like you write with a pencil on paper. You have to hold on to the hand of him who said, hold the wind and the waves. Is that they even obey the hand of who you hold. And even though the little girl is dead, she grasps his hand back. I can't hear you tonight. It says that Jesus holds her hand. You're moving from a place of just being held to you're holding on to it. You're not just being held by doubt and fear, but you're holding on to everything that looks like prosperity, everything that looks like right projection. You're holding on to everything positive. You're holding on to everything that the enemy would come to steal. Everything that's been held up from you, God says, I'm releasing it so you can hold on to it. I'm talking to somebody where you've been in some of the biggest, greatest fights in your life. You've been in a place where the enemy tries to hold up your peace. He tries to hold you hostage to doubt. He tries to hold you to their lies, to their doubt, to their depressive mood, to their overcoming spirit, that they would say, just like them, that this ends in death, that when you speak life, they laugh. When you say you won't stay here, they laugh at you. They make fun of you. It says you have to put those people out and grab hold of the hand of the master, who can, through his hand, cause you to rise and walk again. He says to the little girl, says, get up and eat. I don't know if you've been starving for truth. I don't know what you've been thinking that you could not obtain because of religious preferences. I don't know what they would say that even though you had access to, it was denied you because of who you were connected to. I'm talking about in this season, God says, I'm not being bound by a building. I'm not being bound by a prayer conference call. I'm not being bound to only Sundays and Wednesdays. But when you would seek God, search God for him in a diligent place, is that he not only raises you, but he feeds you directly from his hand. Is that you're getting ready to walk into the manifestation of interpretation. I'm talking about revelation after revelation. Is that you would seek him in word because you seek to edify the body. He says, no more is it held up in the interpretation of a man, but I'm giving you the direct word from the mouth of God. You're getting ready to receive discernment and insight, and I'm talking about miracle manifestation in the natural, not just spiritual things. We're talking about moving beyond because you've sought him in holding in a hard place. God says, I'm going to bless you in a depressed place. I'm going to come and shine through where they would doubt you. I'm going to let you walk through where they would hold you up and say you're held here. Is that God says, I free you and allow you to walk through. I let you eat where they would speak defeat, where they would speak drought, where they would speak deterrent, where they would speak no rain, where they would speak no crop, no harvest. It says, I speak meat to eat. I can't hear you. She is preacher's kid. And Jesus said, give the girl meat. I'm talking about everything that you would think that would hold you to preferential treatment of the spirit. God says, I am, because of your determination not to die, I am releasing you from all that stuff that would be in the line of a lie, that you have to do this and do that. But I'm putting you in a place where you can identify with you, know him for yourself. And when you know God for yourself, it is the difference in religion and relationship. Just hold on to my hand and I'll move you to a personal space where you can say you've protected God's hand over your life in the holding on to his grace, knowing that regardless of what they say is dead, even if it just looked like it's sleeping on you, if you can't call it to come through, you have to identify with what they would say you died in it. God said, arise.